Hello guys, I know, it's been over 2 months since I've done a video and I haven't talked about anxiety. I mean, yeah, I have privately, but not on a video. I haven't been on social media, I haven't done a lot, and I haven't kept anybody up to date with what's been going on in my world. So, I know I said that I weren't going to do a video on anxiety again, but I thought maybe today is the day. It's Sunday. Let's update people with what's been going on in my world. Well, it's been uneventful, really. I mean, for the last few months since I did the video, I've been fishing a few times, and there's a few things that, like, when I think about it, there's a few things when it comes to fishing that freaks me out in a weird kind of way. Because it freaks me out that I'm able to go and stand on a canal bank or a river bank for like 3-4 hours, and people walking by behind and like chattering to just dog walkers and people in their canal boats and stuff going past with zero anxiety. It's really odd that I'm able to do that and not feel dizzy and not feel jelly legs and not feel like spaced out and weirded out. It's strange, because if I was to do exactly, obviously not stand in a car park fishing, but if I was to go to a supermarket car park and get out and try and stand there for 3 hours with people walking by, I know it'd be a totally different response, which proves to me, and I think this is something that I've struggled with long term, is that I don't have confidence in my physical body, like being able to go and do stuff, like walk around a supermarket. I'm not sure whether my legs can get me round the supermarket. Am I going to have uncontrollable dizziness when I'm in the bread aisle, you know? And that's the problem that I've had for so long. But it's kind of given me a bit of confidence knowing that I can go and stand on a canal bank or a river bank for 3+ hours and not, like, my body doesn't give way. I don't end up toppling into the canal, or not yet anyway. But it's just weird. Like, I'm in that weird frame of mind at the moment where I'm questioning, like, do I need to start going out again? Do I need to get back on the horse, so to speak, and, you know, visit different places, go and challenge myself more and more every day, and create more stress and make myself feel worse again? Like, do I need to do that, or am I okay? And I think that's the point at the moment, is that I'm okay. Like, I can do the things that I need to do, which is not where I want to be, because there's lots of things that I want to do, but I won't even consider doing them. Even though, like, I was able to go to Wales and Devon and Skegness and stuff like that, and made a real success of it. When I'm at home, like, the thought of going to the local supermarket, I freaked out in the shop the other day. It's like it's still there, and that's, like, I've got this anticipation, I've got this, what's the word I'm looking for? I've got, like, this barrier that stops me. Well, no, it's not a barrier that stops me, it's me that stops me. But I stop myself from attempting to do things just purely based on the thought of, I don't want to go through that. Because when I'm at home and I can do my shopping online and I only have to go out in the car and stuff, like, I can manage that. And if I have anxiety whilst I'm doing that, it's kind of a low level thing. So, like, 2 months on from my last video, because I've had a few messages and a few comments asking, like, how am I 2 months on, what's happening? Not a lot has changed, to be honest. Like, I'm not really talking about anxiety. I don't do anything to really challenge my anxiety. I still have an anxiety disorder. Like, there's no dispute in that. And I think one of the things that really bothers me is the thought of doing all the work, because I've done the work before. And I'm not talking about, like, in recent years where I've gone out a few times. Where I've gone out a few times and just, you know, made a bit of progress, felt a bit better, and then see myself progressing and then stop. Because that's what I do. Years ago, I made a lot of progress. Like, when I first had this, like, 15 years ago maybe, I made a lot of progress and I was able to go out for dinner. I was able to go supermarkets and go visit people and go shopping and just do whatever I wanted. Go to theatres and watch my daughter dance. Like, I was able to do that. Not without anxiety, but I was able to do that. And it was just like this acceptance that I had that, okay, I might feel a little bit disorientated here or have palpitations while I'm doing this or whatever. But I just kind of accepted it. But then I had the mother of all setbacks, and it kicked me up the arse and sat me back down, and I was back to square one, literally back to square one. And then I knew that I had to start building again. And I think ever since then, I've had this thing in the back of my mind. It's like, if I make this progress and I get to that point again, there's always that chance. And I know that I shouldn't live like that, but there's always that chance that it could come crashing back down and you're back to square one. And I know that there's people that have recovered from anxiety and don't experience panic attacks anymore, but in the back of my mind, like, I was there, but clearly I wasn't. But there's always a chance that it could come back. And I know that I shouldn't let that stop me from wanting to better my life. But it's just that nagging little doubt in the back of my mind. It's like, if I put all this effort in again, and I know it's my life, and like, if I can't be bothered to do it, then why should anybody else care? But that's where I'm at. And I've been at that position for a long, long time. It's just like, is it worth putting yourself through that when you can get through life like this? And it's annoying, because I don't want to just get through life like this. And I've said this a number of times in videos before, and I don't know, there's probably people in a similar position that just don't bother trying anymore, because, like, you can get by, you can do your shopping online, or you don't have to go out the house, or if you do, you can navigate your way around it and accommodate anxiety. And I don't want to live like that, but I'm a realist, and like, that is my life at present. And that's not to say that I'm not going to attempt to go and do stuff again, because I want to go abroad. Like, this is my big thing at the moment. I want to travel to France. I want to eventually travel Europe, but I would love to just get to France, man, to just go abroad. And I'm not going to fly. Like, let's rule that out straight away, because that's a no-no at the moment. Like, I can't even go to a fucking supermarket without freaking out. I don't even try to. But I know that I can drive. I know that, like, yes, I've had panic attacks in the car before, but I'm confident that I could drive myself to Dover, Folkestone, or wherever, and get the Eurotunnel, I think, possibly, which is a train that you can go on in your car, and it goes under the English Channel, and you end up in France, Calais. Like, that is something that I really am hopeful that I'm able to do, maybe in 2020, and of course I'll video it and document any progress that I make, like maybe a trip to Dover first and just stay there and get used to the surroundings, maybe, I don't know, but that's my goal for 2020, and I know, like, it's not a New Year's resolution yet, but I need to get a passport, and I need to try and do something. But then I question, like, does doing something like that really help me today? Does it help me when I'm at home? Because 2019 has seen me go to Devon a few times, Dorset, Somerset, Wales, Skegness. Like, I've travelled to all those places and stayed overnight and done like things that I wouldn't dream of doing here. So will going to France make any difference to me going to Asda? And I'm not so sure that it will. And that's the battle that I have. It's like, the more I expand my horizon doing that stuff, the small stuff that might seem trivial to most people, that's the stuff that I'm really struggling with. Like, going to school, parents' evenings, and like, even going to the doctors or going to my local shop is an issue. Walking around my local town, like, I only do it, and you've seen videos when it's completely quiet there, like Christmas Day last year, me and my dad did. So it's really weird. Like, I'm able to travel 200 miles away and walk around seaside towns and go in arcades and go on a frigging ghost train in a busy fairground. But I can't go 5 miles down the road and attempt to walk into a supermarket that I know so well. I guess it's the memory associated with those places. So I don't, like, this is just a ramble. This is just a ramble, and I don't know where I'm going with it, but I have big plans, but maybe I should have small plans too. And I don't know what other people do with regards to recovery like that, because mine is a kind of weird situation, isn't it? Is there anyone else out there that can go on holiday or like vacation or something, but the problems that they really have is the local everyday stuff? It's so strange. Like, if I was in a freaking Airbnb place right now and we had to go to the shop to get groceries, I would go and do it. But it's so weird because the shop that's like 2 minutes away, I struggle with. It doesn't make any sense. I know that it's all up here because I can physically do it. I can physically stand on the bank of a canal for 3 hours. I know that I can walk around shops and fairgrounds and amusements and markets, but I can't do that when it's in my local area, in my safe area. So, yeah, if you're confused, think about how I feel, man. It ain't easy. But nobody ever said that it was going to be, and I know that. And maybe I should start working on the small stuff, because, like, I take these trips away, and they're always fantastic, and well, touch wood, they're always fantastic. I always come back feeling so positive and motivated, and I'm able to do more when I'm at home once I've been there. But it only lasts for like a couple of weeks, and then I'll have like maybe a dizzy spell, or I don't know, just something. And then it all seems to go away until I go away again, and then I'm able to build that momentum again. So something weird. It's weird. I don't know the answer. If anybody has any suggestions, feel free to share them. If anybody would like me to try and do something, or if you've got any suggestions as to how I could tackle this local stuff, I mean, I guess the answer is to just go and do it. But why do I have this barrier? Why am I not prepared to freak out in my local Asda, but I'm prepared to freak out in the town of a seaside place 200 miles away? It doesn't make sense. Answers on a postcard. But that's it for this video. I've got nothing else to share with you. I haven't done a lot. One thing that happened to me just quickly, 2 days ago, Friday, I think it was, I was just sitting watching TV with my girlfriend, and I got this mad vision thing. And this is kind of a sign of where I'm at with my health anxiety, I guess, because I don't put a label, I just have an anxiety disorder. Like, everything is an issue. But with regards to health anxiety, I had this thing in my vision. It was like a little circle in my vision, and it was like a kaleidoscope. I could see different colours, and they were zigzagging and stuff. And this circle started to grow, and it felt like it was on this side of my vision. So, like, in the past, I've had similar things to this, and it's freaked me out so bad. Like, I'm questioning what the hell's going on. Is this a brain tumour? What, help. But when this happened on Friday, I was just watching it, and I just, like, okay, something's going on with my vision. It's pretty freaky, but I was kind of, I don't know. I was going to say excited by it, but that's not the right word. Like, I was intrigued by it. What the hell is this? I did search it on Google, which I know I probably shouldn't have done. But it was just like, I wasn't searching because I was freaking. I was searching because I was intrigued. And then I found that it's like some kind of migraine with an aura or something like that. Like, I didn't have a headache with it, but I had this mad thing. And it described, and the picture that I seen that somebody was describing of it was exactly what I was seeing. It went from this dot, and it started growing, and then it was just an outline of this zigzaggy friggin' thing, and it was weird. And it ended up, like, coming out of my peripheral vision, and then it disappeared. Like, there was nothing else from it, and I haven't had one since. So I'm not really freaked out by it, but it was just mad. Like, I know that years ago, if that would have happened, I'd have been proper freaking out about it, and I have in the past freaked out about it. So I don't know this video, whether it makes sense or not. I'm out of practice. I think I'm going to can the fishing videos for the channel. Obviously they're not being viewed, nobody cares, so I won't bother doing stuff like that. I will keep you updated with my journey, my anxiety, and if I do anything like, I guess, normal systems resume, but how frequent videos will come, I don't know. But I've missed making videos. Like, I miss the feedback of people. I miss knowing how other people are doing that comment on the stuff. So this is just an update. If you want to see me do anything within reason, anxiety related of course, then, or you've got any suggestions or whatever, you want me to look into, something that I've been thinking about recently is products that are geared towards people with anxiety. Like, if there's anything that you can think of that you would like my feedback on, maybe I'll purchase one, get it, test it, and see what happens with it. Because there's a lot of stuff out there that people say is great for anxiety. Like, I've got a salt lamp there, and it's on quite often, but it makes no difference. But they are nice, so I don't know. If anybody has suggestions, or they would like my feedback on a product that is reportedly good for anxiety, then share it. Just give me some suggestions, because I pretty much run out of ideas for videos. So if people have any ideas for videos, what they'd like to see me talk about, or they'd like to see me do, or review, or whatever, I'm all ears, man. Let's do this. I'll catch you soon.